Call all yum yao bashim yao shai bashim rokakadash barakadam. All right. Double honors to the other apostles at Great Millstone. Here we are at the second part of this video, examining the cutscene They Live and attributing to some spiritual conversation with the scriptures on the elect and the remnant and the applicants to perfection and immortality and righteousness. All right, through this understanding that this power that has been given to starting with the elder apostles at Great Millstone to the sincere and truthful brothers in this ministry, striving to walk the narrow path. All right, but examining the video clip going on here, we had just examined in the prior video Matthew 13 and 16, which stated, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." Okay, and that's the elect, the true and sincere men, starting with the elder apostles at Great Millstone. Double honors to them and to the respective elders of their camps around under that hierarchy, okay? And then the brothers that are true and sincere under their respective elders in order and functionality as we form the body and spirit, in spirit I should say, of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, okay? Because blessed are our eyes. We see these things. We see the world as a wicked state that it's in. We understand that it's off and contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, who is Yahweh, all right, the Heavenly Father, the Creator, the author of all of this creation before us, all right. For verily I say unto you, verily meaning truly, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. And this is the truth of the matter, because starting with the other apostles of Great Millstone, I'm going to keep reiterating this because this is a function. You have to relearn how to function outside of the normal society, because through what they claim as normality is a self-corruptive, self-destructive lifestyle, and it's designed to be deceiving, and so much so deceivingly pleasurable or deceivingly enjoyable. And that's the balance and fight that we fight in this corrupted vessel on the earth, all right? Because we are in the era of wickedness, in the era of unrighteousness, coming to a quick end. We are at the latter end of that, but we are at the end of it, all right? So many prophets have strived to see the things that, starting with the other apostles down, have given us as disciples in the spirit, hopeful disciples of the future church, the vision and spiritual understanding of this truth, okay? And that's through the scriptures, man. And we got to be humble. We got to be reflective on our own behavior. And as the elder spoke last night, I watched a video again. I mentioned I'll drop the link in the description of Elder Gabar's video I watched. But we have to provide a sincere and honest image of ourselves, and understand that, we are being given a great mercy to have these opportunities to see these things the way that we see them. So let's continue playing the video, and then we'll break all the scriptures down. But with that perspective in mind, look. See, so there's Jake. It ain't none of my business, so it ain't none of yours. So that Martin Luther King spirit, we're just gonna live in peace under the so-called white man, all right, who is biblically Esau Edom, okay, you know. But Jake don't want to hear it, and so this, Amalek knows it, but our people don't know it. All right, the wicked know it. They've taken crafty counsel against us. You're an Israelite. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're Israelites on base appearance, but in the spirit, if you have a life of hardship and a life of being down on what you would believe is luck, or you just you didn't have the cards dealt to you like people in society around you, that you would look and examine. Well, man, they had a better, that's because you're an Israelite. through the Spirit. You're under curses because we were taught not to, you know, reference or follow our own law. You know, we did this to ourselves because we disobeyed the Most High in our prior kingdom. Okay, so it's important to understand that we are still in a state where we have to be extremely grateful and willing to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we could just have been left to wallow in our woes, man, in our destruction, in our destructive ways. All right, but we need to see who the oppressors are: the central bank, Esau, Edom, all right, Amalek, these heathen nations, you know, that have been allowed to prosper over us for our own disobedience and for our own reprimand, chastisement, correction, and return to the spiritual fight. All right, Esau's trying to label the truth as a Islamic or radical terrorist setting, but in reality, the only war we're fighting and the only war we will fight as Israelites in this truth under Great Millstone through the other apostles is a spiritual war. That's it. And the spiritual war is being waged every day. And that war is for your souls. All right. The war is for your essence and your spirit. Because at the end of the day, who are you going to worship? Who are you going to reverence? You're going to reverence the world and vanity through Esau, Edom, the wicked. Okay? If you read your scriptures, you'll see these things. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. You know, it's important that we understand that we will never be perfect until Yahushua selects his elect, his chosen. And then through the crown of righteousness, through the spirit and power of our Heavenly Father and Master, those men will be afforded immortality, life without death, because death is sin. Sin is wrongdoing of the law, statutes, and commandments. That's something that we are all professional at, is sinning. We're proficient at sinning, so we have to strive for perfection in righteousness, something that we never did, and ultimately we lost our kingdom for it. All right, prior kingdom for disobedience, rightfully so, because the law of life is that of what it is of Yahweh's way, which is the law of life. It brings nothing but life, but through the leaving away from it, and in our carnal flesh, our corrupted flesh, all right, we find and do seek unto death. And so the at this point, and this was in the 80s, 1988, the central bankers, they could never believe, you know, and this is our elders were out teaching at this point, but the fruit hadn't been all the way sown. The seeds were starting to be sown, all right, through our elder apostles at One West, all right, elder apostles of Great Millstone, okay, double honors to them, all right, because through their hard work and self-reflection and integrity, all right, double honors to them, because through their hard work they've sown spiritual seeds, you see, in all of our minds. And that was through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who is alive. He is alive. And you got to remember, this is his movie. So, well, Amalek is the author and ruler of this society. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the author and controller of all. Even in our state of lowliness and captivity we're in now. But see, the mockery is really on them, but the mockery is also on us. So it's important that we understand that we have to strive. You know, one thing I didn't do before, and I will confess to you, brothers, is I didn't try. I didn't try hard enough. You know, because we're raised in a society where you are attacked spiritually and in your confidence, and you just attack subliminally by elements of evil and wickedness, and these things they ultimately corrupt your vessel, your spirit, your life force. It's an attempt at your life in a spiritual way.